everyone, it's Zoophobia and welcome back to Zoophobia comic drama. Now, I know that we've been through quite a lot of stuff in the past, but oof, I don't know about this one. I'm about to lose all hope. And if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a big thumbs up on it, and be sure to support all my other friends all over. Leave their YouTube channels in the description. But now, we're about to get into Chapter 4, which I heard from one of my friends who requested this. Well, they said that is some kind of counseling session with Miss Cameron Walden? I'm still trying to figure out the characters in this. And, well, I don't know if there's going to be a full-fledged Chapter 5, but if there is, please let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's get into it, and hopefully we can make it through without anything too crazy. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. Cute little bonsai tree. Oh, little fishies. Oh my goodness. So adorable.
Much better.
Much better indeed, Miss Cameron.
Okay, you can do this.
Miss Walden? I'm, here for my session.
Oh, yes, Jackson. Good morning to you.
What's up?
Please take a seat and we can get started. Hope you don't mind beanbags.
Nah, they're actually really nice.
No, don't mind at all. Don't mind at all.
Also, I, like what you did with the new room.
Thank you.
It's very humble.
Yes, I'm very thankful to Zechariah for letting me change rooms. I kind of have a
He's
weird
such a
connection with my
sweetheart.
surroundings. The old room was just a little too intimidating on first arrival.
Yeah, I understand what you
Is
mean.
that fact?
So, you are my first official counseling session here at CPA. Is there, anything bothering you at all that you would like to talk about? Anything.
Well, I think for things I tell you to make sense, I have to kind of fill you in a bit about myself and my, condition. Or,
His
well,
condition.
my curse. You see, my parents were extremely close,
Bad luck.
according to my mother. And when she got pregnant with me, they were very excited. But before I was born, my father was killed in a very freak accident. My mother was devastated by it. In desperation, she turned to her sister, my Aunt Nerissa, who, well, is married to the devil. As creepy as that sounds.
No!
She begged him to make a deal, but as a gift to his wife, he granted my mother her wish, to give her unborn child the gift of eternal life. But the devil's magic works in very odd ways,
Oh, really?
so his gift was really a curse. When I was born, he cursed me with immortality, along with a supernatural affinity for bad luck. And
No kidding,
the
Sherlock.
thing is, I still feel pain. So, yeah. Not being able to die on top of the crazy, often violent things that happen to me. With the pain, yeah. Not fun. You okay, Miss Walden? I'm sorry if my story is a little strange.
No, I'm just still getting used to hearing about the supernatural things and the devil being real.
Thankfully,
I am
it's not
very
real here.
sorry for your situation,
Thankfully.
Jackson. It sounds simply dreadful. What else would you like to share about your hardships? I can tell there's a lot you have to tell.
I really hope you don't
Classic
mind me
chief
talking
in
a
the
lot
background.
about myself.
Hey, come here,
I
bud.
just think it's a good idea to fill things in.
Come here.
No, Jack, it's fine. It helps to know
Can I
these
get on
things.
Yeah, I'm
What you
sorry.
looking here?
It's just
I'm just in the
been a
middle
while
of the
since I explained this stuff.
Ooh.
I don't often tell people about my curse anymore.
Why is that?
Well, because it just gets hard explaining it over and over to people. Why so much crazy stuff happens to me, around me. And the moment I mention that it's an actual curse, people immediately get scared to be around me. I can't really blame them. They don't want to get hurt. But sometimes I really don't like it. I don't like people avoiding me out of fear. And I don't like people thinking I'm making it up for attention. It just gets a little stressful sometimes. Plus, some people think I'm pretty, well, weird. 'Cause the whole curse thing and my luck has made me pretty superstitious. It really doesn't help how people see me with all my behaviors and, customs. Most people here kinda avoid me for the most part, just seeing what kind of stuff happens and finding me odd.
Do you have any real or close friends, Jack?
Oh, yes. I have a few.
Oh.
And honestly, I don't know what I'd do without my best friend Zill.
Oh, thank goodness I couldn't
I
exit
think
it.
I know him. In Jackie's class, right? What creature is he, anyway?
I have no idea. I'm not sure he knows
dog.
either. In fact, he always seems confused about it.
He doesn't know?
I don't think so.
Maybe there should be a
So, how long
chapter
have you known
dedicated
Zell?
to discovering what he is.
Since I found him, about 13 years
An
now.
idea for Livesy Pop when she gets back
I'm sorry.
to doing a comic.
You found him?
Yeah?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Let me explain. I was born in Safe Haven's Animal District. It's a kind more natural environment, so my upbringing was more traditional, I guess. My mom never really explained my curse to me when I was younger. I just thought the world was against me, and that she didn't even care. So I ran away from home a lot back then. I just felt I had to
Takes
escape
me back to
somehow.
my childhood.
It was never much help, but I seemed to kinda enjoy the time away from her. I remember the last time I ran away. I was like 5. And during a really foggy, rainy night, I took shelter in a tree. I heard some growling in the forest. It was really scary at the time, 'cause most animals in the district respect private boundaries. Plus, I was too young, too. I heard this creature emerge from the bushes. He approached the entrance to where I was hiding. I had never seen anything like him before, and I was extremely scared.
So he was a wild
He was really
animal
just
back
curious
then.
of me, I think, but he behaved much more, well, bestial than what I was used to.
Bestial?
He
really?
was like, well,
Honestly,
an animal, which was new for me. Most animals in the district can still speak universally, especially upon first meeting. Zill was extremely wary of me, and I was just terrified. But really, he was just extremely curious of me. Unlike me, Zill was just unafraid and bold. Also surprisingly unfazed by my curse. In fact, for the first time,
parents who have kids
I
watching.
had met someone who not only was unfazed by it, but he actually
Not that I'm planning on making this for kids
intervened.
anyway.
So
I'm making
really,
this for everybody.
Zill meant a lot to me, almost right off the bat. We actually kinda lived together in the forest for a full month, getting to know each other as friends. He didn't talk to me at first, but when he started to talk, he only spoke Spanish, which was like gibberish to me.
Puss in the Boots only speaks Spanish,
So
senor.
the language barrier was still there, but we still understood each other somehow. After a while, I decided to actually bring Zil home with me.
Oh.
My mom was beyond happy I was back, but she actually didn't take very warmly to Zil.
How did Zil get his name?
Oh, well, he spelled his name for me while we were in the forest.
It's interesting that he was so intelligent despite living in the forest.
Well,
I actually
mean,
find that freaking
lots of
impressive,
intelligent animals
man.
live in the wild. But I understand what you mean. Zil did come off as pretty primitive at first.
So, did you two live together?
Possibly.
Actually, we did. For a little while. Before we officially started school. Zil was with us through the move to the city district. During those first years, we taught him how to speak English. By the time we did first start school, he was already decently bilingual. A lot of kids would call Zil names and stuff because of how he looked. He never let it get to him, though. But when I was picked on,
Take that, you wimpy loser!
Zil didn't take kindly to that.
Rusty. Really? Yes, I know that dog.
Neither of us have ever really found out how
Oh,
exactly his
he
powers
is
seemed to work,
upset
but
now.
he had a lot less control back then.
Oh gosh!
How
Are you okay?
unexpected.
Get off me, you dumb girl!
Rude much? Dude, chill.
Zil has always
Chill.
had issues with people who bully or attack.
Just calm down. Somebody
Stop!
calm him down.
No
Thank you.
more. I'm fine. Both
Thank
of you,
you, ma'am.
no fighting. This is a playground.
Yeah, tell them.
Get out of my way, or I'll beat you up too. I'm not afraid to hit a dumb girl.
Oh! Woo! Kayla! Oh, wait, is that her name?
Zil met his girlfriend Kayla on the first day of grade school.
Kayla.
Oh my!
Okay.
They've been
That
dating
answers
that
my
long?
question.
How sweet.
Oh,
Okay, so.
no.
Man, Kayla.
Zil didn't get with Kay for a
told
while.
them up.
Through most of school, he was, well, loose with girls.
Oh.
He always had
Oh.
genuine feelings for Kayla, but he never had the guts to go for her.
Oh.
He just didn't think she'd be interested. Which I guess was understandable. He didn't have the best rep with the ladies growing up. He was a party animal. Sorry. But he used to love to sing
days.
and had a knack for it. So I suggested he try out for the school musical once we entered ZPA. He scored the lead alongside Kayla in the show. And that's when they really got to know each other. Once they really got together, Zil really slowed down on his party lifestyle. It was interesting how much of a change there was. I was really happy that he had found such a nice, stable relationship. Plus, Kayla is a wonderful girl, honestly. But once he started dating, like I said, our relationship kinda, I don't know, changed?
Your relationship
Changed as
changed?
in-
How so? Was he just less close as a friend?
Well,
Details, Jack.
I mean, maybe I said that the wrong way. It was just, it's hard to explain. He just suddenly had so many friends and attention once he changed with Kayla. I guess I just missed a little of the constant we had before he had such a serious relationship. I'm just a little worried that the way things might progress, that maybe he eventually won't need me as his friend. I'm sorry, it's a dumb worry.
No, Jack. When a friend starts to change or befriends other people, it's normal to feel worried about where you stand. But I'm sure if you two are as close as you say, you will never grow apart.
Yeah?
You know,
That's true.
we've talked a lot about Zill. Why
That
don't you tell
is
me more
true.
about yourself? Do you have many other friends?
Oh.
I think that's why I have this insecurity. Like I said before, I only have a few friends because people are scared to be around me. Understandably. I have one other really close friend, but I rarely see her.
What about your family?
My family... It's complicated. I think deep down I love my family, but they do just remind me directly of my curse. My mom used to take me to visit my aunt and uncle a lot.
Your uncle... the devil?
Yeah.
What the freaking heck?
I felt very alone when I went there. That side of the family just has nothing in common with me. Plus, when Damien came along, he just became a constant pain. Sorry if that's mean to say.
I know that
My
feeling
family
with
makes me
siblings,
look out for
buddy.
him, so I tend to get frustrated with him often.
I can totally relate to this, man.
Anyways, even though it was pretty stupid, I decided one day just to sneak out of the palace, just to clear my head. Hell outside of the protection of the palace gates is pretty dangerous. But I had kind of stopped worrying about my own physical well-being. So, my carelessness caught up with me. And a demon attacked me.
Well, don't
Yeah, I
catch
guess
up
it
with
was
ya.
pretty freaky. Dangerous situations tend to shock me more than actually scare me. But then Jill showed up.
I'm sorry,
Jill?
what? Jill?
Yeah, I figured I was on the subject of my only close friends.
Oh?
Jill is definitely one of the most important people in my life.
What kind of creature is
She saved me. Besides Zill, she was the only one who ever protected me. Jill and I started spending time with each other after that. She was
Are
a stray
you kidding
demon
me?
who spent a
What?
lot of time fending
The
for
first
herself
female
against
that
demons.
ever was able to protect him.
Sorry if it
outside
seems
of
I'm jumping
Zill?
around too much.
Are you kidding
I
me?
get carried away.
It's fine, Jack.
Anyway, I loved spending time with Jill. She was so rough with everyone, but with me, she was so soft. I snuck out to hang out with her during every held visit, and as we got older, I guess nothing really stays the same. I encouraged her to test to be a member of the Royal Guard. She passed the test with flying colors and was accepted to live in the palace. I was so proud of her. She ended up becoming head of the Royal Guard. I was so happy because we
The
would be able to
heck?
see each other much more often. But then she met this guy she worked with, and kinda ended up spending more time with him than with me. Which hurt a bit. I had always hoped we would stay close. Maybe even closer.
So,
Okay.
you
Why
had
do
a
I feel
crush
like
on
this is
her.
starting to make me a little bit teary-eyed a
Well, I crush easy.
bit? As embarrassing as it may seem.
I'm happy she found someone, though. She deserves that. So does Zill. I just get lonely. I'm sorry this took a turn. I don't want it to seem like
Why
I'm
do you
complaining about the fact that they're happy.
Why must you
I
keep
hope
apologizing,
that's not what
bro?
this sounds like.
Jack, it's fine. I can tell you are a very
Excuse me.
emotional person, and it's
Excuse me.
normal
I'm
to
sorry.
get lonely in your situation. But I really think that you will be able to find someone for you in time. And talking about these feelings are the point of counseling, so no need to apologize. You seem to talk very highly of others. What about yourself? Besides the curses and all the negatives. Tell me about Jackson.
Me?
Is that his actual name?
Your interests? Hobbies? Goals? Anything?
Well, let's see.
Oh.
I play the drums. I
That's
also,
wonderful.
work part-time at the Safe Haven Observatory. I really
Okay,
love
that
space.
took a freaking turn.
Just everything about the universe and its infinite vastness fascinates me.
Into
It's
astronomy.
inspiring.
Okay,
love
that
studying
part that I
astronomy
didn't know about just
and
blew my
science.
theory out the window.
Oh,
I also love to cook. That's my favorite hobby. I don't have many people to cook for, so I usually take food to the foster home, the same one that took Zillin for a while. I'm still deciding which path I'd like to take for a career, being like a real chef or going into astronomy. Next year is my final year at the academy, so I need to decide soon what
Oh.
my final major will be. I'm still able to take plenty of classes for both, though.
well, working at the observatory and being able to exercise your culinary skills gives you a good way to sample your career options. I'm sure you will make the right choice and have a successful career, Jack.
Thank you, Miss Walden. Thank you for listening. You're more attentive than the last counselor.
Well,
I'm
it's
sorry,
what I'm
what?
here for.
So, are you
That is not
still
something that you
scared
can get
living
away
here
with.
after
What?
the past
What
few
do you
weeks?
mean by
Well-
last counselor?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm getting used to things. Talking to you wasn't scary. You were very kind, not frightening at all, past the fur, which alone is surprising. But there are a few people here who don't scare me as much. So thank you for not being scary. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about in this session?
I think that's
Sorry.
enough for this
Mhm.
time. I don't want to overwhelm you. Thanks again, Miss Walden. Welcome to Safe Haven.
Take care, Jackson.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I'm getting so teary-eyed.
Watch where you're going, wimp. You gonna cry or what?
Rusty.
No.
Just leave
Yeah,
him
you
be. But whoa! Back off on that! Oh my gosh! Again with the flippin' language! Thankfully, we did not have to go through very
Dad.
very
Jack.
much on that.
You're early. It's barely dark out.
Yeah, I felt like coming in before my shift to relax a bit. Can I go up?
Of course. Nobody's up there right now.
Thanks, Dan.
Oh, he's in uniform. Okay, that's something that... Oh yeah, that's right, the observatory.
It's never lonely at night.
Oh yeah, that's right, the fish is from the last chapter. What a good way to have them make a comeback.
Zachariah?
Ah, Miss Cameron.
Zechariah. Okay.
Did your first session go well?
Actually, it really did.
Aww. Okay, so that was amazing. So, chapter 4. Wow, what did we learn about Zach? Well, he was born with immortality, but unfortunately, he had to be with absolute bad luck in the process. Gets picked on. Doesn't have very much friends. Which I find very sad for this poor character. honestly, it's just, oh my, I can't believe it makes me get so flippin' teary-eyed. Oh my gosh. Or sentimental, whatever you want to go with. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Press the like button like a flippin' mad dog. And, well, and if you have any thoughts on what the next chapter should be, let me know in the comments below. And, well, thanks for watching. As always,